Geralt of Rivia.
Ha! Sit with us, Witcher.
Found your message on a notice board.
You see, Palmerin? I told you. The griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end find Geralt.
Milton de Peyrac Peyran and Palmerin de Launfal. Good to see you both. Been years.
Be assured, we share your joy.
You must forgive us our surroundings. When we pledged to place the village under our protection, the village elder gave us this hut as our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble?
We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison had left this land still is at the mercy of numerous plagues. A tyranny of bandits, the most onerous among them. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect tribute. Milton and I will dissuade them.
We are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their heads. The matter does not concern you, of course, but do us the kindness of waiting.
뭔데?
Once we have dealt with these marauders, we have a matter we must present to you.
So, plan to go out and meet the bandits when they arrive? Fight them?
Palmerin wishes first to appeal to their sense of decency. But I expect they will be deaf to this.
Yeah, completely.
We must afford them a chance to stand down. Many a hardened outlaw has left the path of wrongdoing upon hearing words of admonition.
Doesn't happen in these lands. Ever.
If they do not heed my reprimand, we at least will know we have done all within our means to evade bloodshed.
Fine. Naturally, I'll help when Palmerin's rhetoric falls on deaf ears.
Excellent. Then we've but to wait for the rogues to arrive.
They's a coming!
Hear that? Your bandits have arrived.
Let us go out to greet them.
Hark! Contemptible curs!
He mean us?
I, Palmerin de Launfal, call upon you to repent. Set your hearts. Do you not see that they are blackened?
Regular Punch and Judy here.
To prey upon commoners is no honor. To loot their meager stores, abandon the path of shame, and we will spare you.
Huh?
Right good jest, that. Had us a laugh. Now, fuck off or we lose our patience and you lose something else.
Nay, wait, Zorg. These lads are a lark. Mayhaps they know some tricks.
Oi, players! Can you toss balls all loopity-like? Or do that thing where one spits fire while the other farts?
Noble Palmerin's giving you a chance. Now I'm gonna give you some advice. Do what he says.
그렇다는구만.
Or what?
Or you'll find yourself fighting knights errant in the pay of the Duchess of Toussaint. And they eat scum like you with their morning porridge.
There's 3 of them. 2 turtled up in armor. We'll come back later.
Some wench sent them. Folk will say we's afeard of wenches and jesters.
Ooh, insulted the Duchess. Not good.
Indeed, we
대졌다,
cannot let the
대졌다.
affront go unpunished. I swear upon the heron you will pay with your own blood. By the crane, villains, ready your arms.
I like that silver.
활 쏘면 장난.
He's ours!
What is it? For honor!
Give up!
Why do they not emerge? It is over. We have banished the scoundrels, lifted oppression's yoke from their lives.
Warned you it'd be like this. Fear you as much as they did the bandits now. Sorry, no fanfares and flowers. You're not in Toussaint.
Ah, it is true what folk claim. In the north, no noble deed goes unthwarted. It is time to go home.
근데
And we
투생은
shall,
어디야?
my friend. Come, Geralt.
갑옷도 처음
It's
보는
time we
갑옷이고.
delivered our message.
So fess up. What brings you such a long way?
We are to deliver Her Grace the Duchess's message in full, with all due ceremony. For tradition,
Is sacred in Toussaint. All right, fine.
most honorable Geralt, slayer of monsters and all evils nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world. Whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent, nor leave widows and orphans to fates undeserved. Answer you now our present summons. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with
Yasu.
blood, and sows panic in the hearts of rich and poor alike. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the star-crossed city's most gracious protectress, Her illustrious Highness, Duchess Anna Henrietta.
공작 부인을 전하라.
Shall you answer her call?
이건 뭐야? 이거 왜
Anna
있는 거야?
Henrietta really say all that? Word for word?
Well, in point of fact, she said, bring me the Witcher and dare not spare your horses.
혼자?
Only make certain this time he comes alone. The
옛날엔
Ducal Chamberlain added the rest. You know how it is.
Yeah, I remember.
I might add, be it unofficially, that a hefty reward
Awesome.
awaits. Yet the specifics you will need to verify with Her Illustrious Highness.
Might be the most fervent request that I take a contract ever. And the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing.
Most assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet, are only sure witnesses. Bodies massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you, promising grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also, both victims were nobly born, and the start of a tourney draws near.
Mentioned a tourney. Why doesn't the Duchess just call it off?
Simply, it is too late. The guests have arrived. The best knights of all lands, relatives of the Emperor. The beast could be a threat to others, not just to Her Grace's subjects.
Got it. Before an aristocrat dies, at best it's a scandal. At worst, a diplomatic incident. Anyone tried to hunt it? Knights errant, for example?
Ha! Many have
지을 수
tried.
있는 괴물
Baiting,
그림인가?
waiting in ambush, but to no avail.
The beast is clever. It evades all traps and attacks of a sudden. It is like a ghost.
An experienced tracker, this is what we need, with knowledge of monsters. In short, we need you.
Beast wields black magic? What makes you say so?
The first victim vanished between bites at a feast. Of the feast-goers, none noticed this. They saw but an open window, then heard desperate cries from the street below, where a corpse had just been found.
The second killing, similar. A knight in a locked room. Servants all about the house, guards all around the estate. Yet the beast somehow got him out, dragged him to
그럼
the town
사람으로
square,
변신할 수
and
있는
killed
건가?
him there. No one saw,
인종을
no
사라질 리는
heard,
없잖아.
a thing.
We have no fear of creatures against which sword and shield protect. But of this beast, nothing is known, save that it cannot be traced, kills effortlessly, and with no rhyme or reason we can discern.
I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't name hardly any where I came out ahead.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the Duchess can sometimes be
아무것도 없는데
demanding.
So you accept
알아서
the
해달라는 거
contract?
아니야?
Excellent.
We must set off at once. We long wanted this land searching for you.
근데
Yet
뭐
time is of the essence.
Ready to
높으신 분
go,
얼마이라
as soon as you're packed.
Ah, then post haste to Toussaint.
To Toussaint!
일반인 퀘스트도 다 그러니까 꽝을. 근데 혼자 오라는 건 왜 혼자 오라는 거지? 뭐 예니퍼 이런 애들 데리고 오지 말라는 건가? 토너먼트? 무슨 토너먼트지? 괜트였으면 좋겠다. 큰손 거기서도 괜트 토너먼트 했었는데 그때야 뭐 가진 게 없었으니까 그냥 어떻게 그냥 뭐 세이브로도 해서 깼는데 요번에 카드가 완성됐으니 그딴 거 필요 없이 그냥 이길 수 있겠지.
Toussaint, the land of love.
사랑과 포도주 땅.
Exactly how I remembered it.
여기가? 오, 배경 봐.
You will find
끝내준다.
Beauclair has changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance. You will see for yourself.
To me, place
and
always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron.
게롤트 여행이 이게 마지막이란 게 너무 아쉽다. 뭐야? 오, 쉣. 오자마자
My lady! I killed a monster!
Big beast. Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
그러게.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, outfitted. Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor.
당연한 거 아니야?
This trophy, sir, is yours.
당연히 내 거지. 씨.
A giant this close to human settlements? Strange.
That was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath, rumored to have been a knight once, but one who broke his vows. For this, the Lady of the Lake transformed him into a wild giant and banished him into the Gorgon Hills.
So he came back down? Why?
Several times each year, hunger chased him into the lowlands. Goliath had killed and devoured many shepherds. Guillaume's hunt served a noble cause. At any rate, it's a tale for more agreeable environs.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay to buy it. Put up a good fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Toussaint, we mostly chase bandits. But I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity, as the famed Gottfried, known as the Giant Killer, did.
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck again.
오는 동안 일 저질렀구나.
The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice. Damien de la Tour's guardsmen are there already, securing the area.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle any evidence.
Set forth, then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later, near Guillaume's tent at the Tourney grounds. I shall take you then to see her grace.
예스, 완전 세겠다. 맞다. 필요 없는 거네. 맞다, 투생지역 왔었지. 여기구나. 여기 위에는 안 열리나? 쩝. 아, 무슨 그림 같아. 왜 이러지? 뭐야, 못 가나? 못 가네. 가자.
Brave kid, Guillaume.
Parmanin oversaw his upbringing.
변이와
Guillaume
그랜드
is his
마스터
kid.
위쳐 장비. 신분호꾼이 아주 마스터 대장정에 이게 그거구만. 변이는 뭐지 근데? 봐야겠다 지금.
I do what they paid me to do. That's it.
여긴 상인 말고도 걸어다니는 사람들이 많네.
Can't get used to the way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
We are knights errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition. No one here. They must have removed
벌써?
the body
이런
already.
Let's look around, make sure they didn't miss anything.
발자국?
Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Got guests. Careful.
새로운 애들이다.
For the glory of her grace, I shall make Spain!
Not good. Drawn here by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking.
얘는 터지네. 저쪽에서는 아기가 터졌는데. 그랬잖아.
Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free. Gonna dive in, make sure they didn't miss anything. Chief, monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Need to comb the bank. Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth. Look, a boat was launched here. Guardsmen must have loaded the body parts onto it, taken them somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
Seems we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet, of the day a quartered corpse was pulled from the river.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
아, L이구나.
It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
뭐야, 걸어가는 거야?
Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta.
Master Witcher?
I do what...
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomrick's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive. A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
Ducal clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pâté?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade.
그래,
He has questions
본론으로 빨리
concerning the beast's
들어가자.
last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Must have been early in the morning. Went to check your nets and then...
I stepped out of my hut and saw...
By my troth, to the point, man. You found a body ensnared in your crayfish nets. We know this already.
급해?
What happened then? Did you see anyone nearby? Did you spy anything noteworthy? Anything at all?
진정해.
Not a soul around, just me. As for noteworthy... Well...
What did you see? But be warned, if I hear the sky was red again...
I saw a head bobbing, eyes bulging, the tongue blue and popped out. Next to it, a hand rocking upon the water.
Get a good look at the body parts?
They gave me such a fright. I bolted to town fast as my legs would take me, then returned with guardsmen who told me to keep out of their way. They had a hard hold. The parts were so tangled up in my nets, they were forced to cut them.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
코르보 비앙코는 어떻게
Why
알아?
Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate?
되게 잘하네.
Once they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
뭐지?
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before.
들어오는
Didn't
건
notice her walk
알았잖아.
in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Rossel's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable!
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Rossel now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Rossel he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have defined that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
So folk think the beast's divine punishment.
Knights have turned their backs on the old customs. Where they were defenders of the duchy, they're now defenders of their own tushes.
Why?
바로 앞에 지서가 있는데
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in
대담한데?
titles, grants honors to ill-doers. We've strayed from the path of virtue, lost the gods' favor, so the gods sent retribution.
Don't listen to that nonsense, Geralt. It's rehashed street preacher Codswallop.
Yes, the
그런
rebel
사람들이
rousers
있겠지.
have been
그러니까 저런 말 하는
sprouting up
거지.
like weeds lately, each offering the same bill of goods.
They say anything else about the beast? Besides it being a messenger of the gods?
The Toussaintois are no fools. They see clearly the beast kills on days honoring
성인의 날?
patron saints.
Icky monster. Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
별거만 들었네.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort. Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the palace gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet
벌써부터
yourself laughing.
웃기다야.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
What's in the works today? Swilling wine, rolling in the hay?
아 대박. 역시 그랜드 토너먼트였어. 이걸 원했다고. 심심했다. 나도 참가해야지.
What a specimen. He's scared to fight. Decorator.
조리법도 있네.
Normally
Could replace.
replace.
Show me what.
아이고 맞네. 뭐야 이것도 밟는데 내가 안 쓰는 거네. 사놔야지 그냥. 가져 이거. 이벤트 한번 해야지. 뭐 주려나?
Not likely to take.
좀 쓸만한 거 없나? 뭐야, 소리 바뀌었어. 큰일 났다. 다 쓰레기잖아. 아! 망했다. 아! 망했어. 큰일 났는데? 뭐야? 이 판 망했어. 또 깨야겠다. 헬스를요? 왜지? 뭐야 이거? 뭐야? 아니 이거 맞을래? 고무를 변신한다고? 아, 바로 변신하네. 오, 신기하다. 오. 오, 대박. 그럼 또 있겠다. 더 소환해봐. 3장 남았네. 어? 뭐 한 거지? 어? 놀랬잖니? 에? 여기였네? 뭐 주려나?
What's in the works today? Pink wine rolling in the hay?
벤트 오케이. 떴다. 북부였나? 뭐야 이거 왜 안 넣었어? 이거 왜? 이 귀중한 내 자산을 손도 안 댔을까나? 아까 뭐였지? 스켈릭인가? 뭐야 이거? 에이씨. 그런 거잖아. 아까 그 여자가 스팟 실종? 걔가 스팟이야? 스팟. 와, 씨, 됐다 넓어. 위치 짱. 짱이야, 짱. 타고 가야겠다.
Faster. Sounds like a fight. Have to hurry.
무슨 일이야?
Damn it. Killer must still be here.
뭐야, 죽는 거잖아.
Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. In the cellar. Gotta be.
뭐야, 나 안 찔러? 여기는?
Footprints. Small bare feet.
뭐야,
Lead
부서진
deeper into
거잖아.
the cellar. You. Saw you at the inn.
그 여자구나. 아이 뭐야, 처음부터
Why'd you kill these people?
발가벗었어.
Clearly wasn't for their blood.
그냥 올릴까? 그냥 올려야겠지. 정체가 뭐야? 뱀파이어?
We don't have to fight.
옷 좀 입어라. 야, 옷 입고 먹을 수는 있잖아.
You are wrong.
왜 꼭 벗고 있지?
I cannot let you leave.
오우 쉣. 갑자기 엄청 강해졌어. 아이 진짜 안되겠다 그냥 진짜.
These men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
근데 이렇게 쉽게 나오는 거 보면은 이 녀석이 주범이 아닌 것 같은데요. 뱀파이어 침. 침도 쓸 데가 있나?
Stinks.
Smile.
Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it.
먹으러 온
Something in the
거구만.
throat.
밥 먹으러 왔어.
A pouch, bulging with coins.